U.S. Vice President JD Vance delivered a strong message during an event in Brewer, Maine. The event was held at a local manufacturing company, Competitech. Vance spoke about American manufacturing, jobs, tax cuts, small businesses, border security, drugs, crime, and government fraud. Vance first highlighted the story of Competitech. He said the company started with just 2 employees and now has 85 employees. He also said the company is making important defense technology for the U.S. Army. Vance said the Trump administration wants to support companies that buy American, hire American workers, and invest in American communities. The main message of his speech was the America First policy. Vance said the Trump administration wants to put American workers, families, and small businesses first. Vance also spoke about tax cuts and support for American families. He said the administration has introduced major tax cuts for workers in Maine. He also talked about Trump accounts. Vance said the program provides a $1,000 investment for every new baby in America. Another major part of his speech was about American manufacturing. Vance claimed that the United States is now seeing a major comeback in manufacturing. He said new factories are being built, investment is increasing, and thousands of new jobs are being created. According to Vance, 83,000 new factory construction jobs have been created since Donald Trump returned to the White House. He also claimed that 29,000 new manufacturing jobs have been created and that wages have increased by 4.2% over the past year. Vance then spoke about socialism. He said socialism cannot be defeated only with political slogans. According to Vance, people need real opportunities to work, invest, and build a better future. Border security was another major issue in his speech. Vance said the Trump administration has taken strong action to secure the southern border and stop illegal drugs from entering the country. Talking about Maine, Vance claimed that drug overdoses fell by 20% in 2025 and by another 17% in 2026. Vance also spoke about crime and law enforcement. He praised police officers and said the Trump administration supports law enforcement. Vance claimed that homicides in the United States have fallen to their lowest level in 126 years. He also spoke about jobs. Vance said it is not only important to create jobs, it is also important to know who gets those jobs. He claimed that the net job growth under the Trump administration has mainly gone to American-born citizens. Vance said good jobs give people dignity, stability, and financial security. He argued that people need good jobs rather than depending only on government support. Towards the end of his speech, Vance turned to Maine politics. He asked voters to support former Maine Governor Paul LePage for Congress. Vance said LePage would fight for Maine's businesses, workers, and families. He also spoke strongly about fraud, drug trafficking, and illegal immigration.
At the same time, protecting the most vulnerable members of this state. He stood up for you. He stood up for retirees. He stood up for the disabled. He stood up for every law-abiding citizen that required Maine's public services to function, but to function for the people who actually paid into them and actually need them. So take it from me, a guy like Paul LePage, he is not a go-along to get along politician. He is an independent-minded guy, but he is independent for you. There's one thing I know that Paul cares about, and that's fighting hard for his people every single day. We got to send Paul LePage to Congress. Now, I'm here in Brewer to tell you that the Trump administration, we're here to send a signal. We're here to send a signal that we fight for you. We're here to send a signal that we're standing with Paul LePage. And most importantly, we're here to send a signal that we are standing up for the good people of Maine every single day. We're standing up for your workers. We're standing up for your families. We're standing up for the incredible natural beauty of the state of Maine and every single citizen who relies on it, who enjoys it, who has made this place their home for generations. Because here's the thing, I am sick of towns like Brewer falling behind. I want towns like Brewer to get ahead. I want Brewer to thrive. We want great manufacturers like the one that we're standing in right now, Competitech, the fastest growing manufacturer in the state of Maine. I want to reward companies like Competech that invest in their workers rather than in trying to ship jobs overseas just to make a quick penny. So with the help of our friends in Congress and future friends like Paul LePage in Congress, the Trump administration enacted the single biggest tax cut in history for Maine's workers. We brought down drug costs, Trump RX, and ensured that our nation's housing supply goes to citizens, not to private equity investors. And we provided historic tax relief for Maine parents and families. We have invested $1,000 in every new baby born in the United States of America thanks to Trump accounts, which we're very proud of. And as you all know, the Second Lady and I just welcomed about 5 weeks ago a beautiful fourth child, baby Alec. Thank you. Somebody behind me is very excited about that. Trust me, I'm excited too. But, you know, the Second Lady, when the president asked me to join the ticket and become his running mate, the Second Lady said, well, you can have one of two things. You can be vice president or you can have a fourth child. Ladies and gentlemen, I must be pretty persuasive because I got both. But I got it in part. I like to joke because, you know, she was not sold, Usha was not sold on having a second child. And then I said, honey, the Congress just gave us the $1,000 Trump account and the working families tax cuts. She was like, all right, I guess we're going to have a fourth baby to take advantage of this. But when you hear Kelly Loeffler rightfully talk about the rise of socialism, one of the things we believe in the Trump administration is that the way to defeat socialism, it's not to throw slogans at people. It's not politician talk and repeating the same old thing. It's giving people a real stake in the future. Now, $1,000 may not sound like much, but you take $1,000 to a child born tomorrow in the United States of America, and you give that child 18 years of compounding, 18 years of interest accrued, 18 years of investing in something, and that's how we make the next generation of Americans have a real stake in the next generation of the American economy. And that's what you gotta do if you wanna fight socialism. Give people a stake in the future. The Democrats are running a very corrupt game, which is they're trying to tear down this country, tear down our young people, tear down our military. And what's left over with the ashes of what they've torn down is socialism. Well, we've got a different approach, my friends. We want to invest in you, we want to fight for you, and we want to fight for your children's future. We're going to defeat socialism by giving you a stake in the American dream, and that's how we're going to win the future.